What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about XRP's chart and how it's actually decoupling against Bitcoin as we speak. Three general crypto stories to get through really quick. And then Brad Garlinghouse in a newly released interview talking about secret and private central bank partners that they can't discuss yet. So first off, these quick three really brief stories. U.S. national debt is now $35 trillion, bolstering the value proposition for hard money, things like Bitcoin, XRP, not really Ethereum because it is inflationary. But when you have a government and a world reserve currency that gets printed out of thin air, like the US dollar, things like Bitcoin with a set supply of 21 million, things like XRP with a set finite supply are going to have more value every day that passes, that we just could keep the money printers going crazy. A big day today. The Federal Open Markets Committee meeting is happening later this afternoon. The Federal Reserve is going to make a decision on interest rates, which ultimately steers the whole market. What are they going to do? No one really knows, but what everyone's predicting, we anticipate increased volatility ahead of tonight's FOMC meetings. We don't expect a rate cut and place higher importance on this statement of Powell's presser after trading firm QCB Capital wrote in its latest bulletin. So they're looking at September being the first rate cut. And something to keep in mind: when the Federal Reserve cuts rates, everyone thinks the market just goes up. Traditionally, the market corrections, when there's been these big interest rate pivots throughout history, the market correction happens after the Fed pivots. So if September to December we see these rate cuts, you could see a winter time where the stock market has a correction, crypto has a correction. Even though crypto is traditionally strong in the winter months, it is going to be following what the stock market does. And I do believe after the first few rate cuts, you're going to see some correction. Tether USDT reported a record-breaking $5.2 billion in profit in the first half of this year. So not revenue, pure profit. Absolutely crazy, as Tether is just a stable coin. It has a $97 billion portfolio that's never been audited, so it's kind of like the Federal Reserve. There's been a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt regarding Tether and the company behind Tether, because they have had a lot of shady dealings. If Tether goes down, all of crypto will go down with it for a long time. However, it does seem like every year that's passing, Tether is getting more and more legitimized, and they claim to have some sort of audit. But I wouldn't take that with a grain of salt. But just a little bit of a crazy headline: $5 billion in profit for a stablecoin company. Maybe start a stablecoin. XRP is poised for a major move against Bitcoin, says a crypto trader. Now, what he does is he looks at the XRP Bitcoin chart. You might be wondering, well, there's no dollar match in this chart. Well, when you chart two cryptocurrencies against each other, you can see the relative strength of one versus the other. In the XRP Bitcoin chart, the ratio on the chart is the highest it's been since March, which shows XRP to have significantly more upside than Bitcoin in the short term. And according to this post, XRP's Bollinger Bands are something that follows a price chart, and they get wide and they get narrow. And when they get narrow, that means there's going to be a price upswing or downswing. It doesn't say which way. But looking at the XRP chart right now, I would have to bet all my chips on a upside. And right now, the Bollinger Bands are the tightest they've ever been, which indicates a significant price movement. And XRP is decoupling from Bitcoin. You see the past few days, Bitcoin went up to 70K and then had a little bit of a breakdown down to 64K. Traders are calling for 63K with this FOMC meeting. But if I pull up XRP, you'll see for one of the rare times in history, XRP doesn't look anything like Bitcoin. Instead of having a few bad days, it's up to its highest levels in months. And this is something very rare. You rarely ever see crypto coins move in a way opposite of Bitcoin, especially these big ones like XRP and Ethereum. And when you see this decoupling, it makes you speculate why, and could traders be looking at a swing trade with some upside potential in the short term? I sure think so. Bitcoin went down 8%, XRP surging instead. Data provided by Sentiment shows that the XRP is growing. XRP ledger is growing in sharks and whales. The number of wallets holding at least 10,000 XRP tokens has surged in the past 5 weeks. more than 2,300 wallets have been registered in this period. So 2,300 wallets have bought at least 5,000 XRP in the past 5 weeks. Whales are also accumulating. The number of whale addresses on the XRP ledger has hit a 6-month high, highlights a strong correlation between these wallets and the XRP price move. And over just the past 30 days alone, XRP is up 40%. And it could be with this hint toward the lawsuit. XRP and Ripple are involved with the lawsuit with the SEC, but so is Binance, and the SEC is U-turning in this Binance ruling. Analysts believe the SEC's decision to exclude cryptos like Solana, Cardano, and Polygon from its securities allegations against Binance could accelerate the resolution of the Ripple lawsuit. Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple's chief legal officer Stuart Alderati have been vocal about this on Twitter. And what Stuart Alderati says, when a judge signals BS on the SEC's claim that 10 tokens on Binance are security, the SEC says, never mind. These tokens are left out to dry in the Coinbase suit. This is not how you regulate. And he quote tweeted Brad Garlinghouse, saying, more evidence of SEC hypocrisy. Chair Gensler testifies the rules are clear, yet his SEC can't find them out and applies them haphazardly, festering more industry confusion. And they cite this Cointelegraph article from the SEC lawsuit. Basically, SEC claims that Cardano, Solana, and Polygon are securities. Binance argues back, no, they aren't. And the SEC just decides to change its mind. Meanwhile, the SEC has a lawsuit with Coinbase saying that all those three are securities. So it's the definition of applying stuff haphazardly. There is no consistency with this SEC. A major update, I'll just go over this really quick on the XRP ledger. A new release for Ripple 2.21 is out, and it essentially fixes a few small issues with the XRP ledger. But just another example of XRP consistently building. They don't care about the price. They've tripled their labor force over the past 3 years. They have triple-digit percentage growth in their products over the past 3, 4, 5 years. This is a company that's here to stay, and it's evident in all of the building they're doing. If you guys want to support the channel and get $41 for a free sign up with Webull, deposit 1 penny, you're guaranteed $41 in stocks. You can get up to 3,000, but typically you'll just get 40 to 300 bucks. Sell your stocks, close your account, do whatever you want with that $40. But it's a great offer. You just have to sign up and deposit 1 penny. You can find a link to Webull in the video description below. And just more bullish cases all over crypto Twitter about XRP. Attempting a pretty historic breakout right now. A 6-year pendant is unheard of. I've talked about this in my recent videos a lot. Find me another chart in crypto where you have a 6-year long pendant. A pendant is when you have this long green line of support compounded with a long green line of or red line of resistance, forming what looks kind of like a flag. And you have XRP right here for the first time in years since 2020 breaking out of this pendant. 24 days worth of absolute pain is about to be unleashed. And just another one, looking at the breakout from 2017 when XRP went up 44,000%. The chart looks very, very similar right now. It doesn't mean it's going to go up, but these are the times where you want to be accumulating and times where it's not far-fetched to be expecting some upside. Do you see another 44,000% gain? Of course not, because XRP is a much larger token now. The more of a market cap of a token, the more money that is needed to pump it. Now, on the flip side, there's a lot more money in crypto now compared to 2018. So I guess you could make this argument. But even if you just get a half of the impulse you did in 2017, even a quarter of it, you're seeing double-digit XRP, which would make everyone very happy. Another technical analysis puts out some great stuff, Waters Above, saying the same thing, showing us back in 2017, before this massive impulse, XRP is right around that same range in the charts patterns where you're going to see some kind of breakout. Dark Defender as well. He says XRP is soaring above the Ichimoku clouds. Ichimoku clouds are kind of like Bollinger Bands, just another analytical tool that's very respected in price charting. With all indicators flashing green, current price is 65 cents. We get ready for a potential surge by shattering the 66-cent range into pieces as we aim for 87 to $1.03 and $1.46 in the very short term. While this is not financial advice, the stars align for a stellar journey. Yes, the price is never guaranteed to go up, but these are the kind of price charts you want to be looking at when you're picking assets to invest in. Very good price chart right now. And now for Brad Garlinghouse talking about these private CBDC partners in a newly released interview.
At this is Ripple's really trying to solve that cross-border payments problem. Central bank digital currencies are domestic by nature. They're issued by a central bank or potentially issued by a central bank. So they're not really solving cross-border problems. They're solving domestic solutions more often than not. So look, I think that what we're seeing happen with stablecoins, we're seeing happen with central bank issued digital assets, I think is exciting. I'm not exactly clear how it's all going to play out. You're seeing countries experiment and test. Ripple has partnered with several central banks around the world. Some we've announced, some we haven't yet announced, that they're issuing and testing using the XRP ledger to issue their digital assets on the XRP ledger as a token. So we're excited to be working with them. And look, at our core, Ripple's really good at working with enterprise customers. A government is just a big enterprise customer.